Before we get started with today's interview, just a quick reminder, click the thumbs up, make sure you subscribe and ding the bell so that you don't miss any of the great interviews that we have coming up. Now, on to today's interview. Welcome back, everybody. Today, my guest is Scott Price. Scott Price's piece on the new Federation Festivals list is Purple Waterfalls. Welcome back, Scott.
Hello, everybody.
Thank you so much for being here with us today. This piece is so much fun. I can't wait to work on this with my students. It has these beautiful cascading arpeggios that are evocative of streaming, flowing water rushing down rocks. It's just it does such a great job of creating the mental image of waterfalls. Talk to us about putting together this piece.
Oh, sure. This one is similar to Deep Green Sea in a way that it has 4-note groupings. There's 7th chords that are split from the top to the bottom. And again, that's nothing new. You find that in Gurlitt and in Czerny. I just want to try and give it a little extra spin, which was from the top down this time. And so a lot of it is primarily, in many ways, in the treble clef, which can help out with treble clef reading. And I like to talk to my students again about that pedal just doesn't happen with the foot. It happens with the fingers as well. And you can hold different notes for different lengths to create interest in the harmonic unfolding of the piece and in the melodic line. So we might sometimes finger pedal the top notes of the group to bring out a sort of a top melody, even though this is more of just a pattern piece. So that's what I hope that it would be about.
Excellent. What strategies would you give us for making sure those 8th notes stay rhythmically even?
Oh, that's a good question. And I talk to my students a lot about how rhythm isn't the counting. I mean, certainly we need to do that in a process to help them understand the music, but it really is the length of time you touch the key. And that I want them to get used to feeling those lengths of time, just like they're cutting cookie dough. Nobody wants to give up, or nobody wants a bigger or a smaller slice. They all want them to be even. So they need to play all of those with an even amount of touch time against the key, unless you want to finger pedal and bring out a top note, and then that one needs to touch for a longer period of time. Then it gives them a framework to really think about sound textures and how we manipulate those at the keyboard.
Wow. I love all of that advice. That is so helpful and insightful. And it's a really different way than I was taught. And I think that's the beautiful thing about getting to have these conversations, is being able to share your insight and your viewpoint with all of these teachers who are watching. Thank you so much.
We always learn from each other. I think that's
Absolutely.
A pianist's job or a teacher's job, is to listen to everything and just learn.
Absolutely. So this piece has these really alluring modern harmonies. How did you go about structuring this piece harmonically?
Oh, of course, I'm always thinking about things that students need to learn as far as phrase lengths and things like that, and form. And I try to throw colorful harmonic notes in there that are going to help illuminate that form. And the construction of the piece. And so that's why I put some of those notes in there. And then also I want to always have some sort of tonic dominant relationship in there, because let's face it, a lot of our kids don't have that shared experience in their music study anymore, where when I was little, everything was hymns and folk songs. And even the pop music had a lot of tonic and dominant. So I feel like they need a lot more of that these days. But then I like to color it up just a little bit so that they're hearing lots of different overlays of sounds on that structural harmonic relationship in different ways and in different variations.
Excellent. Is there anything else you'd like us to know about Purple Waterfalls?
Oh, just easygoing piece, and that it's just look for melodies and look for beautiful notes that you like, and don't be afraid to bring those out. Just because I play it one way doesn't mean that you aren't finding beautiful things in it also.
What a great invitation to allowing a student to find their own creative voice while performing this work. Thank you so much for being here today. My guest has been Scott Price. His piece is Purple Waterfalls. You can find it at tomdrewmusic.com. We'll make sure we link it in the description. If you found today's video helpful, please give me one of these and consider subscribing to our channel. Thank you so much, Scott.
Thank you.